Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to National Matters. I am your pastor. I am your host. As we come to this program, I believe with all my heart that Zambia, you are watching. The President of the Republic of Zambia, the Vice President, Cabinet Ministers, and all those people that are in authority. If they are not watching, those of you that are watching, please remind them and say, sir, cross to Camnet TV and see what is happening. And also invite your friends on Zoom, invite your friends on WhatsApp, invite your friends on Skype. Videos are there. And also we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube. But let me tell you something. I believe with all my heart that Zambia is far much richer than the people put it. Yesterday in my preaching and the other weeks, my wife and I have been hammering on this point, that this is a great nation. And the more I interact with people, the more I interact with people who know, whose hearts bleed also to see Zambia where it is. And the more I just feel so sad that we are not taking the steps towards coming out of the poverty, coming out of the shame, the embarrassment that we are in as a nation. Zambia, remember, you were born for greatness. And tonight in the studio, I have the privilege to sit down with one of the best scientists that Egypt has produced, and a man that will tell you about himself, and he's part of the team. The Lord connected me to him through Permanent Secretary, Home Affairs, the late Mr. Chileshe. May his soul rest in peace. And when we linked up, he was so passionate, the late PS. He was so passionate when I started talking to him that, PS, look, I need your wings. I need police, Home Affairs. I need you to back this. The moment he heard from the vision, he said, Pastor Chiluba, I believe what you are saying, let's run together. He would make phone calls to Dr. Reda, he would make phone calls to me, and he said, Pastor, you've got to meet. And so tonight, ladies and gentlemen, help me to welcome this gift from Egypt. Dr. Reda, welcome to Camnet TV.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here in Zambia. Mm-hmm. And actually, Zambia is my love country. So I really appreciate everything here in Zambia. And I would like really to help in the development of Zambia for the better living of all Zambian people. And in fact, I have been sent by my government, the Egyptian government, so also the Egyptian embassy and the Minister of Agriculture, to represent my government here to be the project manager of Zambia-Egypt Joint Farm, which has been established in 2007 in Mompeshi, the first farm, and it is extended now to be in Kabwe also.
Now, before we get there, who is Dr. Reda? What have you done? What have you majored in? People have got to know. Well, Camnet TV viewers would want to know. And how old are you?
Well, I don't want to talk about my age actually. But you can figure out if I'm gonna to tell you that I'm a professor in the Agriculture Research Center in Egypt. And I am also, I was teaching also in Italy in different university and also in Brazil. I have 3 master degree of science mainly in organic agriculture and in irrigation and in sustainable agriculture. And I have 2 PhD also, and I have postdoctoral, all in organic agriculture and sustainable. I studied a lot. I have several diplomas related with agriculture, of course, marketing, economic, and environments, and so on. You can say that I have spent most of my life studying but learning by practice and making experiment and getting good results, finding alternatives for the sensitive chemicals, taking care about the environment, the people, the health of the people, the welfare of the people, even the gender issues, especially the women rights and so on. So in brief, in one word, is the development. The development under the sustainability. Under the sustainability, yes. This is so far what I'm...
Welcome, TV viewers. You've heard that this man qualifies to be here on Camnet TV and to be able to speak to Zambia. Doctor, tell me something about Egypt. Do you get your money through copper like we do, through tourism, through what? What's your main thrust for the economy of Egypt?
Well, I'm quite sure that most of, not only Zambian brothers and sisters and friends and colleagues, but most of the Africa continent, because we are one continent. So I'm quite sure that most of you know that Egypt has, the civilization of Egypt has been built on the agriculture sector. And from that point, we have started to go in every branch of the economic and even industries that has been built on the agriculture sector.
So you started from agriculture?
Agriculture actually is the main pillar for the development. If you own your food, if you produce your food, then you are secure. Then you have your freedom. So this is the key word. And from what I have seen until now in Zambian people are very kind. They are very qualified also, and they are able to learn and to exchange the knowledge. They have knowledge, but they need only just someone, okay, like friends or brothers like us, what we are doing here, just to guide them in order to maximize, or let me say, optimize the income of the Zambia in general. Yeah. So you have a lot of opportunities here, a lot of opportunities. And I really would like to work with you and with all the Zambian people, the government, and through the Egyptian embassy in Zambia here, and through the Egyptian government also, and through the correction service, because they are our partner here, and the Ministry of Home Affairs. We would like really to work hand in hand for the development of the agriculture sector, which I'm sure everything will come after that, will be built on the agriculture sector later, even the industry.
So you believe that if Zambia goes full throttle on agriculture, even the industries will come from there?
For sure, for sure.
And the economy will be stable through agriculture?
It will be sustainable. It will be sustainable because first you will produce for your own food, which is food security, and you will export. And you have really a very nice and very good opportunity. Zambia has like 8 countries around.
We are surrounded by 8 countries.
Come on, it's your opportunity. Why you didn't take it? Sometimes I'm thinking, okay, I'm really enthusiastic to start something here with our brothers and sisters. We need to do this, and you have all the resources, all the resources you have. And even so, if you have some, you may think and you may suffer sometimes from some problems like the energy and maybe the water. But believe me, it's not only you. Most of the countries are suffering from this and are facing these problems. But you has the solutions. You have a great sun here all the day. Don't you feel the sun?
Of course we do.
Why you don't use the solar to get your energy? It's very easy to pump the water that you need, and you can just irrigate your crops and you get the production. It's very easy.
Now tell me something. The professor I met you with, what's his name?
Yeah, Dr. Yusri, Professor
Has
Dr.
he flown
Yusri.
out?
Yeah, he just left today.
Oh, he just left today.
Yeah, to Zanzibar, Tanzania. We were there 4 years before. Also, we have done a good efforts there, and we still are doing it.
Let me say to Camnet TV viewers, those of you that are viewing this broadcast, this is National Matters. And I want you to know that as a nation, we should come with one agenda. I sat down with Reda, in fact, last month when he was in Egypt. He called me from there and he said, Pastor Chiluba, I'm coming on the 26th of September.
Exactly.
And I said, okay, I'm waiting for you. However, I met this gentleman with another professor who is ably qualified in another field. And the field he has talked about, energy. That professor and his friend, they've developed, what is it?
Yes, the solar stations.
They've developed a solar station, and now Egypt is exporting power
Exactly.
in Europe
Exactly. We have in Egypt
by this gentleman.
Yeah, we have in Egypt actually the mega solar station, which is located in South Egypt. And nowadays, Egypt is exporting, the electricity to Jordan, to Iraq, and it is on progress now to export it to Europe. I mean, the solution is in your hand. God.
It's in our hands.
Yeah, God or Allah, as we say, is giving you the gift, the sun, for free. You have a large land, you have a very hot sun, so use it for the energy, and you will not suffer of this. Maybe some people say, okay, the initial cost is a little bit high. Yeah, okay, but the technology every day is in progress, and the price is coming down. Not only that, but okay, even if I go for the initial cost a little bit costly in the beginning, but later, look at the long run. You are not paying anything. And this is one. And it will give you the opportunity at least to pump the water from the underground. Okay? And we will come again for the second challenges that you may think that you have here in Zambia, and or not only in Zambia, but all African countries, all over the world. The water scarcity. You know that Egypt has only the river Nile.
Only one river.
Only one river. And even in that river, we share with our brothers and sisters, the other countries like Sudan and Ethiopia and the others. And we have only budget of this like 55 million cubic meter per year. But we are using this
55 million
cubic meter.
cubic meters.
Yes, this is our budget. This is our budget. But we are using this efficiently. We are now professional in increasing or maximizing the water use efficiency as we are using the different type of irrigation systems. Why we don't use it here? The drip irrigation system. Now we started, in our project here, in our joint project, we started to implement this drip irrigation system in order to be like a demonstration field for all Zambian citizens to come. We welcome all of them. It will be also a good chance to come through you, through Caminit channel, so that we can show people that there are different type of irrigation systems that can maximize the water use efficiency. And of course, you can if you increase the efficiency of using water, it means you can cultivate more lands and you can produce more production. Okay.
You talked about water, 55 million cubic
meter.
meter. Here, we have in the excess of 1.8 billion cubic meters in Zambia.
Yeah, this is why I'm saying you have the resources. You only need to utilize efficiently your resources. This is all what you need. And since, okay, I see that you have started the drip irrigation system, but to be honest, most of the drip irrigation system I have seen in the markets and even in the small scale farms that I have visited, and even in the large, the quality is not good. So they use it only for one season and then they discard it, which put another load for the environment, because this is at the end pollute the environment. And it is not economic because you are using it for one season. But come on, go to your brother, Egypt, for example. As we consider we are one family. Yeah? We are one continent, one family. So we have this type of technology. And it is guaranteed for minimum 5 to 8 years.
When you put that drip irrigation,
exactly.
You don't have to remove it the following year.
8 years, or even sometimes in Egypt it's arrived to 10 years.
Really?
Yes, and it is very competitive prices compared to the ones I have seen in the market. I will not mention for any brand because this is no. But I'm talking in general. In general, it is in your hand, and you can choose. And you can ask the experts, and we can here, since we are here in collaboration with the correction service, and actually they are doing a very good job, a very good job for most of the people and the youth in Zambia. So we are here, since we are here, we can help, and actually we help for free. We are not taking fees. I mean, whenever or whoever wanted to ask, he is coming. He is welcome to ask. Whoever wanted to come to visit the project in Mompesho or in Kapwi to see on the ground what we are doing, he is welcome. We are introducing a lot of activities in the project, like fruit production, like mango, like orange, like pomegranate, guava, figs, beers, and peaches, and others, and papaya, of course. And those are varieties introduced from Egypt also. So one of the targets of the project is to exchange the germplasm between Egypt and Zambia, Egypt and Tanzania, Egypt and Congo, Uganda, and so on, because the project is established in about 22 countries, African countries. But Zambia, we are focusing on Zambia because I don't know, maybe because the experts love Zambia more, or because also the advice and the recommend from our president himself to know Zambia, take care about Zambia. We need Zambia to be one of the best nations in Africa.
Now, I'm so grateful that the late Dr. Chileshe linked you and I together, that we may push this agenda. CamNet TV viewers, I want you to know that in the quest of just wanting to find the best solution for my country, God has brought people in my path like Dr. Reda. Him and I are working so closely. And I want you to know that we've put measures and plans to help this nation at the largest scale you can think of. And we are going to do it. I keep on saying, Dr. Reda, to the Zambian people, because most of them own land, but they sell it for free. They don't know that land will give them millions of dollars.
Exactly.
Am I right that if somebody has got 100 hectares, they can produce millions?
Yeah, well, let me take this chance to tell you a little bit situation that happened for me last week. I was in a visit to search for some machines, because also that engineer, that professor they have met, Dr. Yosri, yes, yeah. We are trying also to do something else. We are looking for all the used machines that is not used anymore, and it is about to be discarded and go to the garbage. And we look for these machines and renew it. And he is also inventor, because he can invent new machines from these machines. So we were looking for those type of machines, and by chance I have seen a very large land, and it is plowed and ready, but I didn't see any source of irrigation system. So when we've met the owner, I asked him, brother, I see you already prepared your land. You are preparing, of course, for the rain-fed season. He said, yes. I said, okay, and what about the other season, the dry season? Do you plant your land? He said, no, I plant only during the rain-fed season. I said, oh my God, and you are losing 50% of your capital for nothing. This land can make you a billionaire in 1 year, and you are living. Yeah, I'm serious. In 1 year, it's land that you cannot reach with your eyes. I mean, I was looking, I cannot reach, and it is flat, and the soil even looks fertile. So come on, why you are sleeping all the year and coming only to the rain-fed season to plant? Why you don't use your land efficiently? Why? It's a question. He said, okay, brother, please help. I said, I'm here to help.
But you see, Dr. Reda, I don't blame that person. In Zambia, we have been told you must prepare for plantation around October, November, because that's the rain season. May, June, July, August, the land is idle. September is idle. Because we plant in the rainy season.
Yes, brother, I saw this.
You are saying we can use the land the whole year round.
Of course. Why you miss the half of your capital? I'm talking about Zambia as a nation. If you are planting or cultivating your land only in the rain season, it means you are planting 50% of your land. The other 50%, either you are sleeping or you are just let the land to sleep, or I don't know, to rest.
Yeah.
But what I can say in this point that together we can show that you can plant and produce all the year round. And one more thing also, since you mentioned that you have used to prepare the land in October, November, and so on. I need you to bear in your mind also that there is a climate change.
Climate change.
Yes, of course. And every year the rains comes early. Okay. All what you need is only to study the climatic data and to have the prediction equations that can predict when the rains will come this year. So you have to prepare if you are a rain-fed farmer, then you have to prepare yourself and you prepare your land before the rains come. Otherwise, you will lose that season. This is one. And the other issue is that in May, June, July, the weather is changed. The weather is cold, isn't it? Yeah. So there are crops, specific crops that can perform well during the coldness, and there are other crops that can perform well during the hot season.
And the crops that you plant during winter, they are also profitable?
Of course. We are planting, we planted what? We planted the wheats. And 1 ton of wheats. How much now?
I don't know.
The minimum is $400.
$400.
$400. Is it
1 ton?
1 ton. What does it mean? If you produce this certain number of tons, then you multiply with $400. I think is it good? And what you are gonna to use if you established your irrigation system, you can produce. Okay, you wanted to establish your irrigation system, you need the energy. You can have the solar. It's like a closed cycle. Like a closed cycle. And actually this is one of the approaches that we are doing in our project. We are trying to close the cycle. Last year, I'm here actually since last October. So you can say 1 year. And thanks to God, I have succeeded to reduce the cost, especially for the synthetic chemicals, for about 70% or even more. And I'm using the alternative natural solutions. And we invented this in our farm. We invent biofertilizer. We make a compost from our plant residuals. So we don't discard, we don't burn, we don't pollute the environment. We collect all the residuals and we make compost. This compost is like an organic matter. We send it back again to the soil, and we have also this type of microorganism that increase the soil fertility. We have these techniques of intercropping, the crop rotation, including legumes during the cycle. So, brother, God creates this world. You know, the air we are breathing now.
Yeah.
It has the highest percentage is the nitrogen in this air. But what? Why? Ask yourself a question. Why God make the highest percentage in this air nitrogen? Why? Because He knows that the plants needs nitrogen, the maximum. This is the major elements for the plants, for the growth. But okay, we will ask ourselves another question. But how can we take this? The nitrogen is around the plants. Why the plants doesn't absorb the nitrogen? Yes, because God also creates specific plants that absorb this nitrogen, inject it into the soil, and turn it into a form that every plant can use. So it increases the soil fertility. Then when you plant another plants like maize or wheat, it used this nitrogen. What does it mean? It means that God or Allah creates this environment with a balance, and He's giving all the resources very close to us, very close to the plants. And He puts specific plants to help the other plants. So it's a cycle. It's a complementary system. It's a system, balanced system. So all what we need is to get used, how to use this, how to go inside this system and to go with the cycle. Doing this will reduce the input, the cost, and will maximize the profit without polluting the environment. It is a very simple equation.
Doctor, when we come back, I want to ask my director. Last week I showed the people the mangoes
Yes.
that you and I had, and also the grapes.
The grapes.
The grapes. We are going to take a break. We have a conference in Kitwe. And you people of Kitwe, let me tell you something. You see Dr. Reda here? The material these people are offering. When I come to Kitwe with Dr. Reda, or come to you in Mansa, to get Professor Reda, he has taught in Brazil, he has taught in Italy, is one of the best brains that God has given to us in this nation and around the world. And you can imagine we ask you for 500 kwacha for you to attend the conference. And Dr. Reda, I don't know. You know, sometimes people like wasting money on useless things, and the things that can give them life, they rarely take it. I don't know why.
Yeah. Well, it's, actually we meet most of those people, but for me, for example, because I'm here and I have a message, I'm doing all my service for free for the welfare of my beloved Zambian citizens. So, and I'm willing to work 24 hours because also with the collaboration of most of my colleagues, we are one team. We are here to help in the development of Zambia. We are behind us, the Egyptian embassy, behind us, the Ministry of Agriculture, behind us, the Correction Service, also the government of Zambia. They are supporting us. And my friends, my colleagues, and my brothers and sisters, we are here, we are ready to help. So please take the chance and come ask whatever you want. We are willing to answer you. And if I will not have the answer, be sure the answer will come to you through other colleague from Egypt or from wherever country. I have teamwork in Brazil and in Italy and other countries. Also, we are making also online courses, and we are teaching in different institutes. So we are ready to help. So help yourself and take the chance.
Oh, Mr. Director, please give us the advert for Kitwe, and it's coming close. Those of you that say, Pastor Chiluba, I don't want to miss this chance. Remember, if you miss it on Thursday and Friday, you'll be paying for the same ticket 700 kwacha. You have up to tomorrow to pay 500 kwacha for your registration and for your ticket, for your meal, but you also have the 10 kwacha. When you send through mobile or whatever, we have to withdraw that money. Make sure that tonight you send that. Look at Dr. Reda. We'll get more into this. Zambians, let your eyes open. Let your eyes open. My wife and I have been begging Zambians, and you know, it's pointless for you to be talking about rich people, rich people, rich people. Reda and I, by the grace of God tonight, we will talk in terms of figures. He will tell you as a professor. You heard him say, you can become a billionaire for that land which you have. But I don't know why some people's eyes have just been blinded. And the child of the Most High God, listen to this advert and make up your mind. Start calling those numbers, because I know the people who attended. And just this morning, somebody called me and said, Pastor, I've just deposited the money for Kitwe. My wife and I are coming there because this program of agriculture has just opened their eyes. The entire family, they believe they were born for greatness, and it's high time for them to make money. Stop being lazy. Stop blaming the government. Stop looking to other people. You have the answer. That's what Professor Reda is saying. You have the answer. The answer is in your hands. We look forward to seeing you. Mr. Director, please give us the advert.
Join us on the 9th of October 2020
for the National Matters Conference in Kitwe. Venue: Living Water Global Church in Wasakile, opposite Wasakile Police Station. Time: 08 hours to 17 hours. Theme: Unlocking Zambia's potential through raising a generation of generational thinkers. Charges: 510 kwacha, lunch inclusive. Please note that any payments done after Wednesday the 7th of October or on the actual day of the event will attract a penalty fee of 200 kwacha. Speakers will be Dr. Collins Kachaka.
If you have a 3 liters per second, then we say in science that you qualify to get involved in fish farming because you have adequate water.
Dr. Mushalika.
Don't overlisten to people who are happy to see you poor. They don't mean any good for us. There are no people who are developed by others. All people develop themselves.
Dr. Prosper Sievu, Engineer Bernard Chuala.
You are welcome so that we can create a critical mass of participants in the avocado industry. 1 hectare in 12 months will give you no less than 1 million kwacha. Hello?
Mr. Himbai.
You planted a deep-rooted plant into a shallow-rooted. So where is it getting the nutrients? Nowhere. So that plant, it will not give you the potency. You have failed at land preparation.
Mr. Salanda.
All of them lay eggs. You can use them for eggs and also for meat. They lay at least in a year a minimum of, to the lowest, a minimum of 100 chickens each.
All the dyes, all the paints, all the lubricants, they come from a plant called castor. 34% of our medicinal elements, they come from a castor root.
Not forgetting your host, Pastor Victoria and Moses Chidora.
It is unthinkable.
Take note, limited numbers due to COVID-19 restrictions. Make your payments through Airtel Mobile Money on 0979 753010 or on MTN Mobile Money on 0962 382535 or 0962 965883.
Really been impacting on so many levels.
This was really powerful, and I'm glad I didn't miss this one.
This conference has been wonderful in the sense that the knowledge that we've acquired within a day is so much overwhelming.
Should this conference come to Western Province, I urge them all to come en masse.
I didn't know that there's potential in me, and wealth was lying right where I was.
The way to go right now is agriculture.
The knowledge that we have gathered out of this meeting is immeasurable.
Hurry, don't miss this life-changing conference.
Dear Comnet TV viewers, welcome to National Matters. I want to encourage my fellow pastors, bishops, deacons, reverends, wherever you are. Listen, our coming to Kitwe, this is not a church conference about demonology, about eschatology. This is a conference with a difference. It's empowering the Zambians. So whether you are a bishop, you are a deacon, you are whatever position you have in church, let me tell you something. This is not a passport for you to just walk into the conference. Such things are not happening. Whether you are Pastor Chiluba's cousin, you are Pastor Chiluba's best friend, you have to pay by the door. And if you don't pay now, the team that is coming from Lusaka to man the gates and to control the people going in there, listen, they are under instructions from this committee, the people I'm working with. It is not about Pastor Chiluba. And you pastors, if you miss this opportunity, you don't encourage your people to attend this. This is not anything to do with denominations. It has nothing to do with church, thinking, oh, Pastor Chiluba is coming to plant the church. I am beyond that. I am for the body of Christ. And you should understand that the set time of God's favor for Zambia is now. Dr. Reda, Professor Reda, is with me in the studio. And I thank God that he took time off. Him and I, we've been comparing notes. Mr. Director, I sent you the photos when I was with Professor Reda, and also the mangoes when I was standing by the mangoes there, and also he was showing the grapes. And when we were there, the grapes did not budge there. Okay, give it to me, Mr. Director. The same photo that you have. Oh, I don't know whatever has happened. Okay, I needed that same photo which you gave me with Professor Reda when he was standing by the grapes. This one. I went there last week. Tell me something, or tell the nation about these grapes, Dr. Reda. You were telling me that these are special grapes like the ones we import from South Africa?
Yes, exactly. We are in the project also in Mumbeshi. We have 4 varieties.
Mm-hmm.
4 varieties of grapes. They all are seedless varieties, different colors. And they are introduced from Egypt to be planted here, to be under
Thank you, Mr. Director. Yeah.
Yeah, and we have planted in Mumbeshi as you were visiting me over there. And, it started to grow, and we made the pruning system because even the grapes, every variety has a specific type of pruning. Without this specific type of pruning, you may not get any fruits. However, for grapes, there are 2 main purposes for planting grapes. And number one, of course, for fruit production.
For food.
Fruit production.
Production, yeah.
And the second is, which is very common in Egypt and in Lebanon and the Western country, for the leaves.
The leaves?
Yes, the leaves, because we are using the leaves to, to make some nice recipes with the stuff with rice and so on. And it is very expensive in the restaurants, actually. And you can sell 1 kilogram of leaves, of grapes leaves, with like 30 kwacha or 35 kwacha as a wholesaler. And then it goes to the retails with 50 kwacha, 1 kilogram of leaves.
Just the leaves?
Just the leaves, yes.
My goodness.
There's a lot of tricks, actually.
Yeah.
Because you may, according to the target you keep in your mind, you wanted to produce for leaves or you wanted to produce for fruits, you plant your plantations. So the seedling, if the seedling you planted, for example, the seedling straight like this, so it means that you will get fruits. But if you convert the cutting upside down, you will get only leaves. So
you can plant the grapes just for leaves.
Yes, I can.
And there will be no fruits.
No fruits. No fruits.
And then you can plant
according to the market demand. If the market demand is for leaves, then my target is for leaves. And this is something is very important for all Zambian people also, and to learn, because define your target and then start implement it. If you want to produce leaves, then go from the beginning, take all the measures to produce leaves. If you want fruits, then you have to go for taking all the measures for producing fruits.
Now, is there a market for leaves?
Yes, it is here in Zambia. We are marketing here in Zambia. I have a lot
just leaves.
Just leaves. I have a lot of orders I cannot even afford, because it seems that I'm the only one who is doing this. I don't know.
Amazing.
Yeah. So this is one of the issue for grapes. If I go for mangoes, by the way, if for grapes, if you produce, if many growers decided to grow grapes and we start to produce, the result will be what? You will reduce the importation from other countries. What does it mean? It means the dollars will be saved to the government, which will reflect to the welfare of the other project for the nations, isn't it? And if we go for mangoes, also we have introduced like 5 varieties of mangoes from Egypt. We have two varieties, unique Egyptian, and they are very delicious, and the flavors, it has a very high quality ones. And the others are international ones. But the idea is, we are planting intensively the mangoes, not like here. People here plant mango randomly. They leave the mango, no training, no pruning. They just leave it randomly like that, naturally. And the result is, the trees becomes very high, very big. And if you wanted to harvest this, can you tell me how do you harvest this tree, which was 10 meter, for example, high? You have many options. You have either to throw some stones or some sticks of wood, or you climb and maybe you will fall down to die for one mango fruits. It's not fair. It's not fair, really, actually. No, the first and the important rule to be followed with all the trees, not only mangoes. The tree has to follow you, not you to follow the tree. The tree must follow the human.
Not the human.
Not the human follow the tree.
Explain that.
Meaning what? From the beginning, I choose the irrigation system. I choose the planting distance. I choose the pruning system. And by the way, training and pruning is a course, educational course, that me, myself, in Egypt, we study this course for 1 year, 365 days.
Pruning.
And let me tell you more. For grapes is 1 year. For mango is 1 year. It's like that. But for general fruits also 1 year. Each type of fruits has a specific type of training and pruning system. The good example you have seen in the project in Mombeshi in the Zambia Egypt joint farm. In 1 hectare, you can plant. You can imagine how many plants you can plant. You can plant 1,100 and something more. 1,100 plant in 1 hectare. 1,100 plant. If you plant randomly like this, it means that the distance will be like 10 meters apart. But we planted 3 by 3. 3 meter by 3 meter. 3 meter by 3 meter. If you divided 10,000 square meter by 9, it means 1,111. Isn't it?
Yes.
Huh?
1,110.
Something like that, okay?
Trees.
In
That
1
is
hectare.
the hectare.
In 1 hectare, okay? And each tree, as you have seen and counted by yourself last time, can produce up to 200 minimum. Fruit.
Minimum.
Yes, minimum 200 fruits.
So that is times 200.
Okay.
So you have 222,000 fruits.
How much we sell the 1 fruit of our mango? By the way, 1 fruit of mango reach like 700 grams, from 600, 700 grams. Okay.
You know, one of our speakers, Engineer Chwala, the same mangoes you were talking about, he went and found in one of the supermarkets,
yes,
1 mango was 70 kwacha.
Nowadays,
yes,
70 kwacha. Nowadays. And in the season, it's about 25 to 30 kwacha.
To 30 kwacha.
25. Let's say 25. Let's say 20.
20.
Yeah, 20. But this is for the customer. So for us, when we sell, we don't sell for individuals. We sell for wholesaler. So if I sell with 7 kwacha or 6 kwacha. Okay, times this with this number you have with 6 kwacha only.
Times 6 kwacha.
Yeah, and tell me what will be the
number. It is 1.3 million kwacha.
The minimum you can get.
Minimum per hectare.
Minimum you can get per hectare.
And this is every year?
Yeah, the mango goes every year.
My goodness.
I can tell you one more information about the trees in general, most of the trees. Because I have studied this economy and the marketing, so I know exactly. I don't go like random like most of the people. I'm trying to think out of the box, and I'm building my strategy on what? I look for the market, the windows of the market, and I know, okay, this is the season of mango, this is the season of guava, this is the season of what? Other crops, okay? I try to produce either a little bit early or a little bit late.
So, can you control the production?
This is the idea.
Because
this is the idea.
From November, December, January, February, we are eating the natural mangoes here.
Yes.
So, can you produce before that?
Exactly. You remember when I told you the tree has to follow the human, not the human to follow the tree. Even this, if you understand very well the physiology of the tree and how the tree acts and what are the needs of the tree, you can play with the tree. For me, tree is like human. It has a feeling, it has a requirements, it eats, it moves some way sometimes, and maybe sometimes I'm a little bit crazy, so because I'm talking with my trees. But I'm talking to my trees in order to get the secret. And when they told you the secret, you can start to play about this. You can ask the tree with some management to produce in the time where there is no any products in the market. Then you will be there in the market alone. Then you can say, okay, I'm selling my product for this. This point is a specific point for marketing. But as we are taking care about the national goal to make the food available for most of the people, okay, we can become a little bit late or a little bit early, And we go also produce during the season, so we can satisfy all the categories.
Wait a minute, Dr. Reda. You see, I'm stuck with the figures here. I want the people of Zambia to realize that this country has been underutilized. The land has been underutilized. We just depend on copper, emeralds, and what. Now, with this 1,332,000 kwacha
Make
on
it
1 hectare.
Make it 1 million. Make it 1 million.
We'll make it 1
1 million. Okay. 1 million is not less. I mean, it's good. It's good enough.
Okay, let's go by 1 million. So, which means if I'm producing on 1 hectare, there is 1 million.
Yes.
If I have 25 hectares, I can be getting 25 million.
Exactly.
Every year.
Every year.
Can we prove this to the people? I've been to your farm.
The farm is there. The farm is there.
Mr. Director, do you have the picture where I stood before the mango and yeah, I stood there. There were mangoes.
Yes, you can find. You can show some videos. And even your photo. You have taken some photos over there.
Yes. Aha.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
There.
Yes, you can see.
I stood there. Those mangoes are being produced by this professor here. And the tree, how many meters? This is about 3 meters, 4 meters, right?
Yeah, I make pruning actually. And this tree that you are standing beside has received only light pruning. The one behind you has received severe pruning. And this is another strategy for another target I can explain later. Because, you know, there are a lot of information we can say. But if you have time, look at this one.
Yeah, this one. My goodness. You know, Doc, and these mangoes are there right now as we speak.
Right now, yes, today. This was taken 2 days ago.
No.
And I have taken.
It was taken
some
last
today.
week.
And today I have taken some photos also. I've said maybe you can.
My director will show us.
Yeah, if he show.
Yeah.
It is 2 hours before my coming here.
That's when you took.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Now, children of the Most High God, Mother Zambia, please hear the cry of my heart. My wife and I are on this thing. Dr. Reda, I come from a poor family. I've told you that. And I don't like poverty. I don't. If it was a vegetable or beef, I would not have tasted anything to do with poverty. I don't like it. Now, look at this. You are telling me, let's make it 1 million, not 1.3 million.
Yeah. Always go for the minimum.
Yeah. Imagine how many Zambians who have 250 hectares of land, year after year, they don't even plant anything.
Can you imagine?
50 hectares, they don't produce anything.
Yeah, it's true.
That 50 hectares you have kept, here is Professor Reda, you have been losing 50 million kwacha every year. And some of you are proud to say I've had this land for 17 years.
Yeah.
How much money have you lost out of that?
And you can use drip irrigation as we are using over there. When you use drip irrigation, it means you are consuming a very low energy and also very low water. And you have, I mean, mainly for the fruit trees, it doesn't need a lot of care. A lot of care in general.
It doesn't need a lot of care.
Yes, because it has an annual program. Of course, we can show through your cabinet TV what will be for each crop. I can make no problem if you are interested for this and the people are interested.
Mr. Director, if you have those photos that Professor Reda brought, those small clips, please give them to us and we discuss. Zambia, don't you ever again allow laziness, allow cheap talk to pollute your mind. You were born for greatness. I look forward, Professor, to seeing many Zambians become millionaires. Like you said.
It's my dream actually also.
My goodness.
It's my dream.
Professor, somebody has 300 hectares of land, not knowing that each year that passes, they are losing 300 million kwacha. 300 million kwacha. And if you say 300 million kwacha, Professor, let me see, 300 million, to those of you who have 300 hectares, you are losing 300 million kwacha. If you cleared that thing, divide by today's rate, 20.3 if you like, that is $14.7 million. $14.7 million. And you say you are poor. Now, if we have...
You are not poor. Zambian people, the population in Zambia, how many?
We are about 17 million.
17 million. You know the population in Egypt is 110 million.
110
million. Okay.
So even Cairo may have...
Cairo is like 25 million alone.
Cairo?
Yeah, so means Cairo has a population more than Zambia. So please, you have the resources, you have the opportunity, you can be very rich. And you can feed all the other people around you. So please take the chance. Take the chance. The chance is in your hand. Is in your hand. It needs only the willing to be enthusiastic and to love Zambia from your heart. Then you will do it.
You know, Dr. Reda, one of the attitudes that I don't like about my country, they think for you to be rich, first of all, you've got to get capital. But my mind doesn't operate with capital. Even when we began this television station, Dr. Reda, my wife, and I only had these 2 cameras. The church bought these 2 cameras, and we opened the TV station.
Usually when I was teaching in the university, and the students ask, okay, professor, you are telling us a very nice ideas, but we need the capital to start. I said, okay. Capital is not a problem at all. You can just start from the 0 point, number 1. Or you can come together to make a teamwork. You contribute, everyone can contribute with a little amount. Then you make a teamwork. You will have this little plus this little plus this little, it gives Then you can, don't tell me, okay, I have 300 hectares, I will plant all of it once a time. No, why? I didn't ask this from you. You can divide you put your plan first, the whole plan, then divide your plan into stages. Then you start first step. With the first step, the result of first step, you take some of this profit invested on the second step, and so on. Then you will grow.
You grow your capital.
Exactly. Don't go once a time for the 300 hectares. I'm not telling unless you have the capital from other sources, because some people have the source. But I'm talking about those people who doesn't have the capital. Start with little area. Then when you go for this little area, take the second one, step by step. Make it stages.
Like
this is how to organize your way of thinking.
Like you said, if you have 300 hectares, you can start with 1 hectare.
Yes, start with 1 hectare. What is the problem?
It gives you $1 million.
Brother, I can tell you, I will tell one idea. If I have 1 hectare and I don't have any money, I can only start with half hectare. And in this half hectare, I can make a nursery.
You can make a nursery?
Nursery, yes. This nursery either for fruit trees production, seedling, I mean, or vegetable, or ornamentals, flower. You have a very nice weather here. You can produce flowers. And you can even export. Look at the ornamental nursery. If you have ornamental nursery with half hectare, quarter of hectare, what capital you need? You need to buy some plastic bags and some media. That's it. And you can irrigate with a little water. Finish.
My goodness.
Finish. Then you will sell each plastic bag, each seedling. Maybe I can ask you, how much you can see some people are producing this. How much? It will not be less than 3 kwacha. I'm saying 3.
It's
But it can go for 20, for more.
30, yeah. 30.
And how much you have paid for this plastic and for this media? It's all together. It costs like 1 kwacha. So you have gotten 2 kwacha. If you are selling with 20, it means you have gotten like 15 kwacha. So with little area, you can make your capital and start.
Now, doctor, I have a lot of enthusiastic Camnet TV viewers there. Where do we get the seeds for the mango you are talking about? Can we get the same ordinary mango, then you work on them scientifically or not?
Exactly. We are preparing now the nursery for the fruit seedling, all the fruit seedling, all type of fruit seedling in the project. For mangoes, for papaya. By the way, I have my specific varieties of papaya that can produce 1 fruit is 10 kg.
1 fruit.
I will send you the photos to see.
Mr. Director, give us that clip for papaya. Those clips for papaya. Professor shot those today. If you can give it to us, I'll be most grateful so that the nation can. You see, we are proof producers on Camnet TV. And the things that you are hearing the professor talk about, we will come and help you. Come and register Camnet TV. You enter into our database. This information you are getting, my goodness. Mr. Director, give us some papaya clips.
As many people know that in the papaya fruits, there is the sexual disturbance, phenomena of sexual disturbance. What does it mean? It means that there is a male, and there is female, and there is hermaphrodite, and there is also what's so called we can call it even the gay. It means what? It starts like a male, and then it gives a female flower, as we show here, and this is the fruits, and this is the fruit, the flowers of the male. In the male plant, you see there is also female flower, 1 per inflorescence. So the papaya has the sexual disturbance phenomena.
Papaya has this specific phenomena, which called a sexual disturbance. Meaning what? You can plant the seedling, it goes like a male, then it converts to be female, or it can be like that one, which I call it gay. You have the male flowers and ended with the fruits, which is female flower, and the hermaphrodite. And the papaya actually is one of the fruit crops that can give a lot of profit with a very little care.
Papaya,
of course, because you can plant a papaya 2 by 2. 2 by 2 means 4. Divide 10,000 square meter by 4, and you will see.
10,000? You say what?
10,000. You divide by 4.
Divide by 4.
Yes. How many?
2,500.
2,000. Say 2,000. Because
2,000.
we will leave some roads in there to access. So 2,000 trees of papaya.
We go to 2,000.
And what time the papaya take from planting to receive the fruit? 7 to 8 months.
7 to 8 months.
8 months you start to harvest.
And you harvest at intervals of how many
You
months?
harvest when you start harvesting, because papaya is unlimited. So it means what? It means to produce fruits, and the big fruits is the medium fruits, the small fruits, and it goes up. For 2 years it can produce, and even for more. For me, I prefer to be only 1.5 years or 2 years, and we
Then
renew
you
it.
cut it.
Then I renew it. I don't leave it for 10 years like people, and it goes very high. No. And of course the productivity will be lower. So you make this one and you harvest. So you can imagine that you can harvest every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks?
Every 2 weeks.
From one tree?
And by the way, from one tree, every 2 weeks you can harvest. And how much the one papaya fruit in the market?
It's expensive. It's about 40, 50?
About 40, 50.
Yeah.
Let's say 20 because you will sell as a wholesaler.
So we sell
It's
it
a
at
lot
20.
of money.
2,000.
A lot of money. Papayi is very easy to be planted. Doesn't need a lot of care. It's only some instructions. You can ask the experts. We can guide you. And
so tell me something, Professor.
Yes.
For 2,000 trees, and you are saying after 8 months,
yes,
it starts producing.
Yes.
And you harvest how many?
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
For 1.5 years or 2 years.
So in 1.5 years, okay, in 1 year, how many fruits can one give you?
Up to 30.
30.
Up to 30.
So we say times 30, which means that you will give me 60,000 fruits.
I'm sure you will. The numbers will be more big for you to tell, because it's too much.
And this times 50 kwacha, it gives you 3 million kwacha per hectare.
Yeah, and you know what? There is another techniques we do is even, and I have done this in Zanzibar, in Tanzania, and also here I wanted to make it. And I will tell you, I have a 1 hectare, and this 1 hectare I'm planting maize, as you have seen over there. I'm not planting papayi in a specific area, but I'm planting papayi on the roadside. So I'm making a very nice landscape by the roadsides only.
Those small ones you were
yes,
showing me.
it's and you will see next time. You will see that all the roadsides has been covered with this fruit.
And
this
that's not 2 meters even.
2 meters apart. 2 meters apart. And what? Then I can plant all this 2,000 for 1 hectare on the roadside. I'm not using my land. I can use my land for other purpose. It's only on the roadside.
Really?
Efficiently you are using your land. You are having the production of 1 hectare of papayi from nothing. You are not using anything in your land. It's only the roads, because you are living in the roads. So it's only the borders of the roads. And you will have a very nice landscape also.
Oh my goodness.
Why we don't do this?
Oh Jehovah.
Why we don't do this?
Now you see.
Very simple ideas, very easy to be implemented. Let's go and do it.
This is why I'm saying this country is not poor, Professor.
No, at all.
You know, I tend to say, correct me if I'm wrong, I tend to say poverty is in the mind.
It's a little
I don't think it's something that we should even glorify or talk about. Somebody is waiting maybe for the change of government, then they have a job. Or if they don't get a job, they start cursing that government again, year after year, just waiting, no, if our party comes into power. You are wasting your time. You are eating your years away. Stop this business of just waiting for the government to be the Messiah. We should be able to contribute. Let the government come and learn from you. What Professor is saying here, surely 2,000 trees on 1 hectare papaya. And surely you are getting harvest every 2 weeks.
Yes, exactly.
You are getting harvest every 2 weeks. You can talk about money. Suppose you have, and this, he has chopped off some numbers. Instead of 2,500 per hectare, he says go to the west. Put it at 2,000.
Go to the minimum, yes. This is my way.
You go to the minimum.
Yes, yeah.
Put it at 2,000. Now imagine if you maximize that. Instead of that 3 million, you go to about 3.5 million kwacha.
Brother, you have touched a very important point here. Most of the people, it's not only here but all over the world, they are waiting the government to give a job. I'm not with this side actually at all. You can create your own job. Don't wait the government. And honestly, let me tell you about myself even. sometimes I feel that I wasted my life working for the governments, really. And I don't advise, even my sons, I don't advise to go for work for the government, to stay and waiting for the job. No. Create your own job, your own business by yourself, and it's very easy to do it. This is what I'm advising. And the ideas are very simple, as I'm telling. Like this idea of Papai. You will not lose anything, come on. You can do it by yourself, leave the government to take care about other issues. I'm not saying that this is not the duty of the government. Yes, the government can help by giving, bringing, professors, education, health, and so on, but you create your own job, you create your own business, and together, for sure, you will contribute to the development of your country. If you love your country.
Doctor, I had Dr. Kachaka here. He's a Zambian. He's a lecturer at University of Zambia. And he started with 1 pond. Today he has 12. He's a lecturer at University of Zambia.
Yeah.
Yesterday there was harvest at his farm. Mr. Director, do you have that clip for Dr. Kachaka when he was harvesting the fish from 1 pond? And there were trucks and trucks. And
fish farming.
Before you come to that, Professor, I want the people of Zambia to know, because you see, my heart, it pains me to see Zambia, how rich it is. And even as preachers, we have contributed to poverty because we haven't been preaching to the people the right things.
Yeah.
We just preach Jesus is coming, he will save you, he will take you to heaven, you'll be happy there. In the meantime,
maybe I believe that he will not take the lazy persons. The one who is sleeping, he will leave him sleeping. No, we have ordered to work.
Yes.
Then he will take our hands, yes. But if you are not working, if you are sleeping, he will leave you sleep.
Yes, coming is coming. But before he comes, between now and before he comes, we should work.
Exactly.
We should do the work.
Exactly.
Give me the clip for Dr. Kachaka, where he was harvesting the fish yesterday.
We are here. Fish harvesting at the Breathing Fish Farm today. This is the fish harvesting at the Breathing Fish Farm live today, Sunday. Hey. Okay. Live on Camunet TV, our TV, with our pastor and our leader, Pastor Chiluba. Great leader, I'm sending this video to Camunet TV right now live.
You see that fish pond?
Yeah.
There were trucks and trucks yesterday, and this Sunday he will be harvesting again. This is one person who is a lecturer at University of Zambia. Now he has got 12 ponds and is one of the speakers. We go into Kitwe, is teaching the people free information of 500 kwacha. All these speakers will be loading.
Can I add something?
Please go ahead.
For the fish farming, because we believe that in sustainability the cycle has to be closed. Then with our colleague and friend who is having this fish farming, he can get the fish. Me, I can get this water, which is very rich in nitrogen fertilizer. And I can take this water, inject it into the drip irrigation system, so the fertigation system, and I don't inject these synthetic chemicals, the urea and so on. So I can save, I can have this water which is rich in the nitrogen, then I fertilize my plantations.
So you are saying, Professor, this is amazing. I know Dr. Gachaka is watching and our team. You are saying, instead of running or draining the pond and let the water go to waste, you can use the same water.
If you are wasting, it means you are wasting money. If you just leave to be wasted, you are wasting money. This is a very rich water in nitrogen and organic nitrogen specifically. And the plants love it so much. This nutrition contribute so much to the growth of your plantation.
Really?
Yeah, and you will save the synthetic chemical. You will not add synthetic chemicals. It means that you will reduce the cost. You go to buy 1 bag of urea with how much? About $25?
I don't know.
About $25.
Yeah.
About $25. So with this water, you save. You can imagine how many bags you are saving.
So you don't need urea when you use this water?
Of course you don't need. What I have done last year, I'm asking every citizen here, every farmer here in Zambia, how many bags of urea you add for your maize, 1 hectare. I asked many people, but they answer like minimum 5 bags of urea. Okay. What I have added to my maize last season was only 2 bags out of 5 or 6, because some people even go for 6. Okay, for the soybean, how many bags you add? Some people add 3, 2, like this. I added only 1. For the wheat, how many bags you add for 1 hectare? Some people goes to 4 or 5. I will tell you the nice information here. I added for 3 center pivots, each one is 40, so it means about 100, 120 hectare. I added
1 center pivot.
No. 1 center pivot is 40 hectare.
40 hectares.
I have 3 center pivots. Okay, but the area I was planting for the wheat was about 100 hectare. I added how many bags for 100 hectare for the whole season? 40 bags. 40 bags. Meaning I have saved like 3 times for each hectare. If I save the 3 bags for each hectare, it means I have saved $75 for each hectare. So 75 times 100 means how many dollars you have saved?
That's a lot.
75 times 100.
75.
It means about $7,500.
7,500
for 1 season. For only
That's
one.
what you have
For
said.
only one item. For only one item of urea. So I didn't add this urea. I added what? I added my biofertilizer, which I made. If I have this water for that, the resulted from the fish farming, I will use it. Then, come on.
My goodness. So you are saying, Professor Reid, if I have 20 ponds, okay, I'm going now full scale as fish farmer.
Yes.
If I have 20 ponds, the water from there, it can grow me another big field.
Of course, all the vegetables you can pump this water into the drip irrigation system through some filtration of course, because you know you have added some nutrients for the fish, of course. So you inject this, you pump this to the fertigation system, and your plant, you don't need to add synthetic chemicals.
And it will grow naturally.
You will see your plants. It's totally different than even that one which has been fertilized with chemicals.
Which will
totally different. The flavor, even the flavor is different. Of course, it's not. It has not contaminated with the synthetic chemicals. I'm telling you. Also, after harvesting, the shelf life of these fruits can stay more than the other ones which has been fertilized with synthetic chemicals.
My goodness. Mr. Director, before we open the lines, because Camnet TV is not just another channel, please give us the advert for the people in Kitwe, Copper Belt, the whole of Copper Belt. I know there are those who are traveling from here, traveling from Chipata. You have got this chance tonight and tomorrow to register. Let me tell you, 500 kwacha. You'll be able to overtake some of the so-called millionaires here in Zambia. I promise you. The information that Dr. Reda and these people have, what they are feeding me with, and my wife, I just feel so rich in my spirit when I hear from you, because it doesn't take a lot to become a millionaire.
Yes,
and I'm practicing this.
It's true.
I'm telling you.
It's true.
I want people's lives, Dr. Reda, to change within the next 3 years. We can change that.
We can do it together if we put hand in hand and work together. And okay, please don't look for those lazy persons. Leave them sleeping. Go in your rate. Define your road. Define your target and hit it. And we are here to help you.
Oh my goodness!
It's not only my brothers and his team, but also the government of Zambia and the government of Egypt. You know, the joint project in Africa is helping all the countries that we have these joint farms in. It's about 22.
You know, Dr. Reda, I've been telling Camnet TV viewers, the time I went to meet President Edgar Chagwa-Lungu, you were in Egypt.
Yeah.
You were in Egypt.
Yes, you sent me some photos.
I sent you the photos when we were at State House.
I was so happy about this.
You know, the president is totally in support of what we are doing now. Totally in support.
And this is much more appreciated, actually.
Like you are saying, we have the government of Zambia behind, we have the government of Egypt behind, we have the president of Egypt through you.
Exactly.
Behind.
He is pushing us, and he told us whatever Zambian people and Zambia needs, give them. So we have the authority to do all.
Mr. Director, please give us those clips. Though our monitor, I can't see anything in the studio. Our monitor is down. But give us the clips so that we can be able to see. The clips will come after. Please give us the advert about Kitwe. Give us the advert about Kitwe, and may God bless the people of Zambia. Remember, you were born for greatness, and Zambia, we will make it together. This man here, the other colleagues I'm working with, and you don't even make a mistake. There are some people from Europe, people from Asia that are willing to work with Camnet TV and empower this nation totally. It's not as cheap and small as you think it is. This is a big thing. And all of you that are coming to Kitwe, by the way, we are going to enter your names in the database of Camnet TV. When you sent for the farms, we have registered 1,850 farmers, which has brought the total land for Zambia 460,000 hectares, and the government of Zambia, through the president of Zambia, and now through you, and the government of Egypt, that 460,000 hectares of land, Doctor was calculating with our team, Zambia can be making over $50 billion every single year.
And this is actually what we need. Do you know what? The executive manager of the joint farms in Africa, the first farm he was here. He was the manager, the project manager here in Zambia.
He was a project manager.
He was Dr. Maher, yes. He was a project manager here in Zambia. And even after he went back to Egypt and he had this position to be the executive manager for the whole project in all Africa. He insists for Zambia, and he's giving, Zambia is my first country, so please, let's do it in Zambia.
Oh, Jehovah.
Yeah.
Give us a clip. Copperbelt, Zambia, those from Solwezi, those from Eastern Province, please travel to Kitwe. I beg you by the message of God, after you have attended this conference, you will never be the same. And pastors, this conference is not for free. You are not coming in because I'm your friend. This is totally a different management altogether. We should be responsible. You heard Professor Reda saying, leave the lazy. And Zambians, we like going for free things, cheap things. This is why we are where we are. May God bless us. Give us the clip, the advert, Mr. Director. Thank you.
Join us on the 9th of October 2020
for the National Matters Conference in Kitwe. Venue, Living Water Global Church in Wusakile, opposite Wusakile Police Station. Time, 08 hours to 17 hours. Theme, Unlocking Zambia's Potential Through Raising a Generation of Generational Thinkers. Charges, 510 kwacha, lunch inclusive. Please note that any payments done after Wednesday the 7th of October or on the actual day of the event will attract a penalty fee of 200 kwacha. Speakers will be Dr. Collins Kachaka.
If you have a 3 liters per second, then we say in science that you qualify to get involved in fish farming because you have adequate water.
Dr. Mushalika.
Don't overlisten to people who are happy to see you poor. They don't mean any good for us. There are no people who are developed by others. All people develop themselves.
Dr. Prosper Sievu, Engineer Bernard Chuala.
You are welcome so that we can create a critical mass of participants in the avocado industry. 1 hectare in 12 months will give you no less than 1 million kwacha. Hello?
Mr. Himbai.
You planted a deep-rooted plant into a shallow-rooted. So where is it getting the nutrients? Nowhere. So that plant, it will not give you the potency. You have failed at land preparation.
Mr. Salanda.
All of them lay eggs. You can use them for eggs and also for meat. They lay at least in a year a minimum of, to the lowest, a minimum of 100 chickens each.
All the dyes, all the paints, all the lubricants, they come from a plant called castor. 34% of our medicinal elements, they come from a castor root.
Not forgetting your host, Pastor Victoria and Moses Chidora.
Mwebantu mweshitisha land. Nami papata. It is unthinkable.
Take note, limited numbers due to COVID-19 restrictions. Make your payments through Airtel Mobile Money on 0979753010 or on MTN Mobile Money on 0962382535 or 0962965883.
Really been impacting on so many levels.
This was really powerful, and I'm glad I didn't miss this one.
This conference has been wonderful in the sense that the knowledge that we've acquired within a day is so much overwhelming.
Should this conference come to Western Province, I urge them all to come en masse.
I didn't know that there's potential in me, and the wealth was lying right where I was.
The way to go right now is agriculture.
The knowledge that we have gathered out of this meeting is immeasurable.
Hurry, don't miss this life-changing conference.
Comnet TV viewers, welcome to this National Matters. We should take it as a national dream, a national challenge. Zambia, we are able to get out of this debt. Stop listening to people who are promising you slavery. We are going to create jobs. We will give you jobs, or Zambia is not giving jobs. That job issue is a cheap mentality. You should be able to say, God bless the labor of my hands. Even this government, they are unable to, whether President Chagwa is there or whoever will come in the future, let me tell you, there is no single president who can employ people. Is there any president who can employ the whole Egyptian?
It's impossible. It's impossible. But if you have, I have heard that many people have already registered in the cabinet.
We have 1,850 people who have registered with cabinet.
This number is quite enough to start a national plan. I mean national plan. And this plan must be continued. Whoever he is, the president himself is a Zambian citizen. He is supporting. And I'm sure if he will continue or the other one continue, I'm sure that his love for Zambia will remain in his heart.
That's right.
And he will support wherever he will be. Okay, so let's make the system, the institutions that implemented the national plan with whomever is, only with the Zambian citizens and the people included in this. Let's go in our way. I finished my position today. My colleague come to continue the same plan, not to start from the beginning, to destroy what I'm doing. No, let's make a system, have a vision, and we go all for this vision. This way, Zambia will develop very fast. You are saying 3 years? I'm sure it will be.
What would you say to the people who feel 500 kwacha is too much money for them to attend the conference?
500 kwacha, you can spend the 500 kwacha for, I don't know, maybe you can go to the bar to drink some beers and you'll become drunk and you make disasters after that. No, come on, save this. Not only because, you know, how much money I have spent to get information and to learn this information. I'm traveling all over the world with all these certificates I have now. I have spent a lot of time, a lot of efforts, and a lot of money to get this information. Now, I'm giving you all this information for free.
Can you imagine that?
For free. Okay? And you are going to spend the money to drink beers? Come on. Come on. It's take this knowledge. For sure, this knowledge will give you the opportunity to produce and to have income and to have profit and to have a good welfare for you and your family and your children.
Don't say we never invited you, Team Comnet. Again, I want to say this. 3 days from now, we will be in Kitwe. And it will be the whole day, 08 to 17 hours, we close. And I want you to know, some of the people you are looking to, listen to me, some of the people you are looking to as being rich or as being successful, I want to promise the Zambians before this camera, in this nation, one day they will look to you. They will look to you for help. They will look to you for support. Only 500 kwacha. You attend the conference with your wife, with your children, 2,000 kwacha. My goodness, the information.
You know, my brother, I remember I have a good sign when I arrived here. On the Facebook page of the president, they were talking about cassava. And I have just made some comment. Because I have my variety, the cassava, which can produce after 8 months. And one plant can produce up to 12 kilograms. So I just put this comment on the Facebook of the president, and you cannot imagine that how many phone calls I have received in half an hour, like more than 25, and they all were asking for training for this crop.
Really?
So there is a good sign. I mean, this gives me indication that the people in Zambia really are seeking for education and for knowledge. What you are talking about, this 500 kwacha, I'm sure it is very low. It is very low for them because they realize, they know exactly what does it mean, what the value of getting the knowledge.
No, because, Doctor, you've traveled the whole world. In Brazil, you were there.
Yes.
You've contributed to the economy of this. This information that they are receiving in Zambia, if it's in South Africa, even in Zambia, if it's a corporate world, it's about 2,500.
I'm sure, yeah.
3,000 kwacha to attend such a conference. But they do not realize that it's because I'm a pastor and I'm passionate about this nation. I just want something to explode. That's why we made it so cheap, so that anybody can attend.
Yeah, this is a good idea. This is a good idea, even from your side. It's good, at least to make the chance available for the whole people. Yeah.
Mr. Director, please, the lines are now open, but before we take the phone calls, give me one clip after another by Professor Reda and the comments. I want those small videos to come. I want him to comment about irrigation, to comment about mangoes, to comment about, give it to us. May God bless this great nation of Zambia. Remember, you were born for greatness.
Okay, now I'm going to show you what so-called training. Training and the pruning are very important for the fruit trees. This tree has severely pruned, and you can see the many branches that is now growing already into the tree. What we are going to do, I will show you a great example which should be done. You can come more closer to see what I'm doing here. All what we will do is to take away all the unnecessary branches in order to open the heart of the tree, so that we can allow the light intensity to penetrate, and accordingly the fruits. Otherwise, no fruits will be in this tree, yielded by this fruit. You can stop with the video. You can see the difference between the first shape of the tree we have seen and after what's so-called training. Now you can see that the heart is open, there is nothing is hidden, there is no darkness inside, and so we already allowed the light to penetrate in the trees and to see every leaf to be exposed to the light. This the next season, all these branches will bring flowers and consequently fruits.
Oh.
Camnet TV viewers, those of you that feel that we can change the face of Zambia. I'm not saying that we put the government aside. I am saying let's walk side by side with the government, but let's stay focused. Dr. Reda, those clips you have shown, because last week when I came, you were showing me that drip irrigation. There was no maize.
Yes.
But just between last week and this week.
You have seen the sweet corn, yes.
That's sweet corn?
This is sweet corn.
The same one we buy in the supermarket, so expensive.
With how much, you know, four little cups with 29.99, it means 30 kwacha. But you can produce it. Why?
And that's sweet corn, which we import from South Africa.
And not only this sweet corn will be in the market all the year round. Why? Because we are following the strategy to plant this plot, and after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we plant the other plot, and then we go for the other plot, and so on. So I have all the year round, I have my sweet corn in the market, because I don't want to go out of the market.
So if I have, where you planted that sweet corn, is it on 50 hectares or what?
No, this one is like 1.5 hectare right now.
1.5 hectare?
With drip irrigation.
But
we will continue.
Oh. Hello, let's pick up this call, Professor. Hello?
Hello, Pastor. How are you, Pastor?
Permanently blessed. How are you, sir?
Well, I'm very fine, Pastor. Very fine. The breeding fish farm here.
Who is this? Dr. Kachaka?
Sure, I'm Dr. Kachaka. Yes, indeed.
We were just seeing your clip, the harvest you did.
Oh, yeah. We harvested a total of 2.6 tons yesterday, but the pond still has fish because it has a total of 4 tons. So we'll harvest again on Wednesday.
Have you followed our discussion with Professor Red?
I have followed. It's an amazing discussion. Really, this country is blessed, and there's so much we can do, and there's so much expertise and help around.
Dr. Kachaka, what would you say to the people of Copper Belt, those that are slow in registering for the conference?
All I can say is the time has come for Zambia to change every home to be an industry. The time is now. So to solve the matters of the economy of Zambia, we must ensure that each household on the Copper Belt becomes an industry. And every expertise is coming over there to show you step by step how to grow fish, fruits, and village chickens and all other areas and castor oil. So please you come and learn how to set yourself free. We have been in slavery for too long a time. The time of salvation and liberation has come to claim our economy and our humanity and our kingship and dominion. So please, all the people on the Copper Belt, Lilongwe all the way up to Rufanyama, Mfulira all the way up to Kalurushi, everywhere in between, we urge you to come. Even when you are an employee, you can't be an entrepreneur. There is no future in the job. Future is in doing your own work with your own hands.
Right.
That is where future is. The economy of Zambia has lagged behind because of the thinking about the job. The security of the family, the security of the orphans in the family, widows and so on, is in us as families to be entrepreneurial, to do things with our own hands, and the time is now. So therefore, we urge everybody on the conference to come.
Well,
we are there on Friday.
Well, Dr. Gachaka, Professor Reda here is of the same belief that we can produce more than $50 billion as a nation through agriculture.
Exactly.
Yes, I totally agree with him. We have every resource as a country. We have all the manpower. We have the soil, everything we have. It is a time now for us as Zambians to drive our economy without thinking of government. We can do it. Yes, we can. Zambia will rise as an economy of envy. We are able to stand up to work day and night. That we can do. Yes.
Thank you.
The problem we have is unnecessary.
It's self-inflicted.
Yes. Self-inflicted. Yes. Yes. Yes.
It's true.
We can grow everything in this economy. In this country we can. So the time has come and Zambians we shall work together in all fields. You know, we are people of one blood, we have everything. We shall empower each other, door to door, to empower each other. Every home should be a production unit. Nobody should be a breadwinner. No. Everybody in the home should be a breadwinner, every one of us.
Would
we
you?
Don't want
Yes, Dr. Gachaka, go ahead.
to see a home dormant. No. So each home should never be thinking about a job. We create the jobs in the families. In each family, jobs should be created. This is the way forward.
Are you saying, Dr. Gachaka, the little small way Camnet TV is helping, can it affect the nation?
Sure, it will affect.
This is not a small way. This is a huge job that the God of heaven is using you and Cabinet to affect Zambia. This is a revolution which has started to set Zambia free, and Zambia will be free through your efforts, Cabinet. And the people are ready and they are learning. The TV station has become a teacher and also a classroom now.
Exactly.
All the families are grown to eat every Monday. So far, this is a big job, and we praise our government for allowing you to operate this way. Zambia will be free. We will be free. Away from slavery, we shall reclaim our humanity.
Amen.
Zambia.
Thank you, Dr. Gachaka, for calling, and may God bless you. On Sunday, we will be there. Oh, he's gone. We will be there, Camnet TV, to cover that harvest at your farm. Have you heard what he has said?
Yes, I have heard and I agree totally with him. And not only for growing, but also for processing. Because processing, once you plant, you grow, you have the production, you can process even your production and you can add more value and you can create a lot of jobs. So it's the chance is between the Zambian citizens, the Zambian brothers and sisters. It is in your hand.
So the emphasis should not be so much of get a job. Get a job.
Create your job. Create your own job. Create your own job. The government will support you. The great example, you know, the correction service. They are helping a lot in the community. The Ministry of Home Affairs, they are helping a lot and adding a lot in the community. So let's help them. So the government from one side and your community TV channel.
TV, yes.
Yeah, because you are doing a good job. It's a revolution, as my brother was mentioning. It's a revolution. It's not a little job you are doing. It's an educational channel. And you cannot imagine, it's like a magic. It works like a magic with the people, especially the people who are interested. So they can, for sure, a lot, and many people are coming to join.
Dr. Reda, I hope that you and I and our team can visit. I like what you said, that Pastor Chiluba, I'm ready to consult with you and help the people of Zambia. Your heart. And Zambians, they may not know how blessed we are to have you here.
Thank you.
And those with a vision, I do not take it lightly to have you as part of the Camnet TV family and as part of you helping us as a nation. I don't take it lightly. I'm so grateful to God.
Thank you.
And I pray that the people of Zambia will be there. Please give us a call. Mr. Director, please open the lines and let the people of Zambia call and remove this one. Thank you. Remove the scroll down there. For those that want to come and do the payments, put the blue scroll, Mr. Director. Now, those of you that want to call, use this number here. The number which is ending with 73, the number here, where there is this blue sign, this one, please use it. And for those of you who are registering for the conference in Kitwe, use the numbers on the scroll there. This is not for you to call the TV, but call and register and send your money, mobile money, to those lines. May God richly bless you. Give us some text messages if they are there, Mr. Director. We are ready to take the messages. If you want, you can Skype, you can also Zoom, you can also, whatever it is, may God bless you. Give us a call and let us know whether you believe what we believe in. While we are waiting for the call, Dr. Reda, I've never been to Egypt, but I'll go there.
Yeah, welcome, most welcome.
Have you stopped farming? Now that you are a superpower or a big nation, have you stopped? As a nation, have you stopped farming?
Never, and will never stop. If we stop, means we stop life. We cannot do this. Farming is the most important.
In Egypt?
Of course, of course. More than 70% of the Egyptians are working in the agriculture sector.
More than 70%?
70% of the Egyptians are working in the agriculture sector. Because agriculture sector doesn't mean only to grow, to farm, but also to process.
Let's pick up this call first. You continue, Dr. Reda. Hello.
Okay. Hello, good evening, sir. How are you?
Good evening to you, sir.
Okay, my name is Musonda.
Mr. Musonda.
Yes, sir.
From where?
From Kaputa.
Kaputa.
Yes, sir.
Please talk to the nation. By the way, I have my professor here. You are not greeting him?
How are you, Professor? My apologies.
That's okay, no problem, my brother. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You are enthusiastic for the information, yeah.
I'm being blessed by the program, and I've almost been tempted to say that this is the actual message of prosperity that we should be receiving. Yes, and I myself am more inclined towards cassava because where we are there, Kaputa, Tiengi, Tama, more of the cassava, they call it the cassava field, more of the cassava growing area. I would like
Mhm.
So maybe I'd like to get more information about that, as well as maybe his contact details, but maybe we can pursue the issue further after the program. Thank you so much.
What you do, Mr. Musonda, before you hang up, this professor is part of the Camnet family, is part of this national program. Just send on Camnet numbers, the one on the middle. You just say, Pastor, I want cassava. I am Musonda from Kaputa. Once you give us the details and everything, we enter you into the Camnet data system. It is easy for me to call Professor Reid and say, let's visit this farm in Kaputa.
Yes, sir.
And
that is well noted.
okay, thank you, Mr. Kaputa. And remember, Mr. Kaputa, you were born for greatness.
Amen.
Yeah.
Thank you. Amen. Yeah, you were saying you cannot stop farming in Egypt.
No, we cannot.
And 70% of the Egyptians,
they are working in the agriculture sector, either for growing or processing. And there is another industry built on that, and exportation, and it's a lot of issues. Look at your clothes. I mean, everything around us is agriculture. It's based on agriculture products, isn't it? Yeah, just to help my brother who has just cold.
Musonda, yeah,
yes,
with
Musonda,
cassava.
yes. It's true, as I was mentioning for cassava. Cassava crops, and even through you and the community TV, we can make 1 day for cassava.
1 day for cassava.
Why not? I know that Mr. President is very interested in cassava also, and the other type of crops that it can work like a biofuel. But cassava is a strategic crops also.
It is
for African, yes, because you are using you are making flour and you are eating. So cassava is one of the crops that doesn't need a lot of inputs. Very little inputs, and also it is one of the crops that doesn't need much more water. It can grow. It can grow only on the rains. And you can imagine if you give a little bit supplementary irrigation, it will give you a lot of production.
Hello. Yes, who is calling? You are through to Camnet TV.
Yes, Dr. Chilova, you are talking to Mrs. Banda from Luansha.
Mrs. Banda from Luansha.
Yes, sir.
Mrs. Banda, how are you?
I'm fine, and I is Mr. Man there behind you.
Oh, the
Yes.
Professor Reid.
Yes.
She's saying, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, sister. How are you?
Fine.
Yes, madam, please speak to the nation.
Mr. Chilova, nataka sasa contribute ku mazangu nilipo kusolisha kufikiria ndata. File kwa certificate for government. File kwa certificate kwa kuibombera for elezi. Na tuwe certificate for government. Kwa maana kwa government kwa police.
Amen.
Government state here weekend ya mudumba. Government state kandi kisharana. So you can find that you are not the for the or in showing message to pera. But right and that you are in pera amaka. Aya kona ulana ya kunyanda kwalifika ni mwongo. Tuango kulasta, ukuna kaya bigamo pia tuwiki de kumpia mtunga, mesha kula tatego. Nishinfa ufuwe, kwa problema mteko. Ipoku problema, ipoku tuwalishanya semu mteko kwa wati. Amachani nisi, paleta mwomo zambi, kwa zare mwombe ikutukiyo mwombe, folena zambi na iko tunaisha nyapi kwa sababu Chinese bali tupoke nchito you can find the other take in koko no Chinese na yana take in koko mama iko tunaisha nyapi kukuteko kwa sababu mama mtaani ama Chinese bali na everywhere walipo kushika kwa kusalaula ama Chinese bali kusala na kusala walipo kushika kwa tomato ama Chinese bali na tomato so iko tunaisha nyapi kukuteko not like tradition nyapi
Oh, so
okay.
You know she was speaking
She
in
was speaking
Bemba.
in the
Yeah, she was speaking in Bemba, and she was saying that we should not, as Zambians, depend on the government. The government cannot educate your children. They can't put food on the table. It is our responsibility that we should do that.
Exactly.
And also, our last contributions before it cut, she was saying, appealing to the government, that the Chinese people have taken the market. She's selling second-hand clothes. They are also selling cheap clothes. She's selling chickens. Some people are selling chickens. So the Zambians are competing with people who don't have money.
Yeah.
But to that solution, Madam Musonda, let's get into agriculture on a massive level.
Exactly.
Because once we produce, the government will be forced to take our product.
No, why we say forced? The government will work with you.
They will work with
because
us.
come on, you are giving them a very nice. I mean, when you give them the product, why they go outside to import? You are actually saving their lives.
That's a good one. That the government will work with us.
Of course, it will work. And actually, they are working also. They are supporting.
Yeah. Let's pick up this call. Hello.
Hello.
Good evening, sir.
I'm okay. Are you?
We are permanently blessed. How are you? Who are we talking to?
Chirwa.
Mr. Chirwa.
Yes.
Very brief, Chirwa. Okay, Mr. Chirwa, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Lundazi, sir.
From?
Lundazi.
Oh, Lundazi.
Yes.
Valichani bove what? Muliuli?
Unakuwa Lundazi.
Tilimakora. Yo yani.
Okay. First, I would like to thank the professor there for coming to help us here in Zambia.
Thank you so much, my brother.
Yeah.
Thank you. What I would like to ask is the professor is that, how many is the for 8 mangoes to write? And also the other fruit is the papaya, the cocoa.
Yes.
What is the period for them to write?
Okay, you are talking about how many months does it take before you start harvesting the mangoes?
Yes.
And
Which one, come on?
and the papayas?
Yes.
Okay, Professor.
For the papaya, as I said, from planting the plant up to 8 months, you receive the first crop, and you start harvesting every 2 weeks. You can harvest up to 1.5 years or even 2 years. This is for papaya. For mangoes, of course, the commercial production you start taking from the 3rd or the 4th year. But meanwhile, you are planting this seedling of mango with the distance we have mentioned, with the pruning system and the training system we have said. You can use this area and plant intercropping system, vegetables or something like that, to get a profit, to get an income, until you start your mango start fruiting and start the production. This is the sustainable way. Don't leave your land bare without planting. You plant only the mango trees, and you wait for 4 years. You are spending money for irrigation, for labor, for fertilizer, and so on. No. Plant your mango trees, and plant the same time your vegetables using the drip irrigation system. Meaning what? Meaning that you will have the production of your vegetable in the same land you plant your mango until your mango will start the production. Then you have the choices either to continue. If you follow our system, also I can tell you another system, to another technique to continue, or you give up with the vegetables and you go for the mango after the production starts.
So the mango is about 2-3 years.
4 years the commercial production.
Commercial
production, and it depends on the type of seedling. For example, you have seen my techniques. Maybe I was transferring the big trees and
to that other section.
To extend the other section.
My wife,
and after 8 months, I received the first flowers. So you can. It's up to you.
After 8 months.
Yeah. You know, there are a lot of tricks, but the general, I'm telling you, you can plan your field, you can plant your seedlings with the proper planting distance we have said. You can take all the precautions, and then you can plant vegetables as intercropping. Then when the mango start the production, you can stop or continue in the vegetable production. This is a sustainable way to guarantee an income from the first year you are planting your fruit trees, not only in mango. Yeah.
Mr. Director, there are some text messages that we can take from the people so that we can cover for everyone. I am a Camnet team member, a senior police officer retiring in 2 years' time. I am in a village chicken rearing. I have a land 5 hectares. At the moment, 98 chickens. Please talk to the IG. May I be transferred to Chingola district. I was born for greatness. This is Machila Mwene, Assistant Superintendent in Dola. Mr. IG, okay, I will forward your text to the IG. But Pastor, you are a blessed family. Please, God should continue giving you wisdom. I am also I've also put up something in Monze West. I would like to meet the professor and your team. Stay blessed. Thank you so much for that message. All of you that were born for greatness. Pastor Chiluba, I'm texting you from Kasama, and I'm one of the Camnet TV follower. I am also interested in fish farming. I have about 50 hectares farm, plenty of water. Charles Bwada, can you imagine?
Yes.
50 hectares of land. Huh? Good evening, Professor and Pastor Chiluba. I am Mwelepete Gaston Mwelepete in Kasama, Northern Province. When are you going to roll out this training program in Northern Province? When planting avocados and oranges, what's the distance apart and the depth? Maybe let the professor answer this question. Okay, let's. Evening, Pastor. This is Musonda Chansa from Kaputa, interested in cassava. Okay, I currently have a cassava outgrower program in Kaputa and wants to go into processing. We have 2,000 farmers on the outgrower. Look at that.
You can see 2,000 only. So just this number you can start with. 2,000 farmers are ready and needs to be guided. Needs to be follow the national plan. Why we don't help those people?
Oh Jehovah.
Why?
Answer the question.
Yeah, the question concerning the distance of orange and the avocado. The planting distance, he said the avocado and the oranges, if I remember, yeah.
And also the depth.
The depth.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, let's speak about the distance, the planting distance. For orange, 5 by 5 meter is okay, based on some factors. Because orange is not planted directly, it is grafted.
It's grafted
on some rootstocks, and based on the rootstock, we define the distance, the planting distance, and based on the pruning system, we define the planting distance. But generally, we plant 5 by 5 by 5 meter is okay. Also for avocado, you can plant the same if you will intervene also with the pruning and the training. As you remember, the sentence I have said. The tree must follow the human. The tree must follow you, not you to follow the tree. So you intervene with the pruning system, then you keep the distance between your plants in order to allow the penetration of the soil. Light intensity is very important for all type of fruit trees. Without exposing to the light, no flower. Not only no flowers, but fungal disease and other issues, other problems. So light is very important for the buds to start converting into flowers.
Okay. Let's pick up this call, Professor.
Yes.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hey, Bishop Soko, how are you?
I'm doing well, and how are you today?
I am permanently blessed. How is the United States?
The United States is great. I've just been, I've been watching the program from the beginning, and very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Very encouraging. Thank you so much, Professor Doctor.
Thank you.
I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
Thank
in
you.
terms of agriculture and how to do that. Yeah.
Amen.
It's my pleasure, my brother.
Yeah, I'm so excited to hear what the vision Pastor has. I was looking at the numbers when Pastor was calculating the numbers of
Yes.
how much you can make everything.
Yes.
I was converting it in the United States dollar.
Yeah.
It's very encouraging. My question I have for you, Pastor, and then the doctor, is how can we get involved, especially us who are Zambians who are living overseas?
How can you get involved as Zambians living overseas? Pastor Soko, you are a Camnet TV viewer. You watch Camnet in the States, right?
Yes, I do. I watch. I'm a regular Camnet viewer. And people need to understand that Pastor Chilua pastored me for 2 years. Okay, he was for 2 years. So seeing what God is doing through him and in terms of business and everything, because even me, I'm kind of preacher. Entrepreneur as well, so that's why when you are discussing how to grow, how to do agriculture and the number of money and everything like that, and I was very intrigued that in Egypt you said 70% of
the people
working in agriculture. Yeah, that number hit me so much. I'm like 70%.
Out of 110 million.
Out of 110 million. 70% people work in agriculture.
Agriculture, yes, that really got me. Yeah, so I'm excited what God's doing and even the
but to answer your question, Pastor Soko, this is a pastor is based in Dallas, Texas. You are still in Dallas, right?
Yes, I am. Yes,
He's based in Dallas, Texas. Just send the details. I know you have family members here. I know you have people that are living in Zambia. Send us the details, Pastor. You know my number. Send me the details of the farm. And you say, Pastor, I want avocado, I want this, I want that. Then I'll go to Professor or to some people that we are working with, and we are good to go.
Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. We'll do that. We'll mobilize. I'll send some text messages to a lot of people.
Yeah, now... You have a question for Professor.
Yeah, Professor, I have one question. How do you get involved as us living in the diaspora, Zambians living overseas? How do we get involved in the culture? You know, I'm really getting excited and wanting to get involved in the especially the numbers. When Pastor Chu was doing those numbers, I was like, oh my God, numbers they're very encouraging numbers.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Actually, my brother has touched the answer right now, just right now. You can do this so your family member here, your friends, or your contribution, or even if you are more interested, you can come. If you have land here, you can just tell my brother, we can make like a business plan for you, and also for all your family members here. Then by this, we will give you all the business plan. Then we can start through your family members or through the members of the Camnet TV.
Camnet TV.
Yes, exactly, or the community around your area. Yes. Then we can get involved. I mean, they can start to run and to grow these crops that we will decide. And also not only these crops, but also the process that can be done based on the type of crops we will plant. And by this way, you are creating jobs, you are helping your nations, also you are helping the people, you are contributing to the community, and you are getting a lot of profits.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay. Well, that's exciting. Do you, the other question is, you don't do pottery. You just do agriculture. Do you do poultry?
Poultry? No, you must actually. If you remember, if you are following the discussion, I was speaking about sustainability and the closing system. To close the system, to close the cycle, you need to have both the plants and the animal husbandry And of course, so even the fish farming we were mentioning, even there are other this what's called the greenhouses and the hydroponic. There are a lot of issues, but you have to close the cycle. What I mean by closing the cycle is to depend on your own resources. I don't want you to go buy from outside a lot. Reduce, minimize buying your inputs from outside your farm. Depend on your own resources. As if we take this goal as on the national level, we need Zambia to depend on their own resources. And of course, you can imagine, and you can imagine what will be the result behind.
Okay.
You get my point?
Okay, I'll text Pastor all the information, and then we'll trust God to go from there. But Pastor, keep up the good work. I am really, really encouraged.
Amen.
The way you're not just preaching the word of God, but you're kind of changing lives. And this information, to me, I think the church needs this information. And I like what Pastor you said. You said as a pastor, we just preached the come to Christ. You're going to go to heaven, and then you're sitting in the lifeboat.
Yeah.
Not knowing you've got bills to pay, and
absolutely, yeah.
To live here on earth, to bring the next generation to another level. So
Amen.
Very, thank you so much, Pastor. We have
Amen.
been encouraged, and I believe God that the nation also. They have been encouraged, and I just want to speak to the nation as well that
Amen.
Whatever Pastor Chiluba is talking about, let's get involved.
Amen.
And then we can able to change the nation. And I like what he says. He said he hates poverty so much that if it was something eatable, you would throw it away.
Absolutely, I would not even taste it.
So thank you so much for taking my call and being encouraged, and then we'll keep in touch.
Amen. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Doctor, so much. For
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Zambia.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So much for
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so.
God bless you.
Okay, God bless you now.
Amen. Thank you. Wow, it's wonderful to hear from Dallas, Texas,
Yes.
following. And you can imagine the people in the diaspora there, they are looking, they are interested in what Zambians are doing. 70% of Egyptians are into agriculture.
Yes.
I don't know what percentage I can put on Zambia. Oh my goodness. Please give us some calls. I heard while Pastor Soko was on Zoom or Skype, there were people coming through. Give us some calls, and please let's pick up the text messages. May we have the text messages. Those of you that are coming for the conference, remember you've got a chance for you to come and listen to this information on Friday, the whole Copper Belt. May God bless you. Start registering before the books are closed. Give us the text messages, Mr. Director. Good evening, Pastor and Doc. I'm following your program. It is so interesting, but how can I join you in your program? Please send me Doc's line. This is Gift Samboko from Kitwe. Gift Samboko, you have Camnet line. Once you have Camnet line, you have Dr. Reda's line. Good evening, Pastor Chiluba and Dr. Reda. Is Reda R-E-D-A?
Yes.
That's his complete name. Can we buy some of the seedlings for mango and papaya from the project in Kabwe? Please give me the details. Thank you, Mrs. Chingali. Can they buy the...
Yeah, as I have mentioned, the seedling program will start this year. By the end of this year, all type of seedling, of fruit seedling will be available for all Zambian citizens, of course.
At the end of this year?
At the end of this year.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
We will queue up. You know, Doc, I am just looking forward to implement these things. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, good evening. Thank you. I'm Charity from Kushi.
Charity from Mukushi.
Yes.
Talk to the nation.
Yes, it's a nice program. community TV viewer, and I'm interested in the program. I've done agriculture and I'm doing a crop production and the animal production at a small scale level. And I would like to be connected to your program also.
Amen. Now, Charity, have you done agriculture as your study or you are doing it as a farmer?
I'm doing it as a farmer and I've also done it as a study at the diploma level for sustainable agriculture.
So you want to look for a job or you want to just say, I'm going into production?
My main interest is production.
That's good. This is the mentality we are looking for.
Dr. Reda was saying, don't look for the job.
This is the mentality, my sister, this is the good mentality we are looking for.
Yeah.
And I hope that every Zambian can have your mentality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Charity, send us a text. The number on the middle, 0962965883. Send us the text so that we can enter you into the CAMNET data. So that by the grace of God we'll be able to disseminate the information to you.
Thank you so much. Good evening.
Bless you and good evening.
Thank you.
You know, I like her attitude.
Yeah,
Because I'm not looking for a job. My interest is...
Yes, and she started farming in the small scale. And by the way, small scale farmers can even produce more than large scale farmer. Because they have these skills, specific skills and inherited knowledge that they gain it from their fathers and grandfathers and so on. And when you have a little area, you can take care about this and you can maximize the production in this. You can plant every centimeter in your land. I'm not talking about 300 hectares. No, I'm talking about even quarter of hectare. You can plant every centimeter in this land and you can get benefits. You can use your land efficiently.
You know, Doc, I am just looking forward because I've been dealing with these figures. I've been dealing with you people who are authorities and experts in this. I've just discovered that Zambians, we've been sleeping. I told you, we've been sleeping. I don't know why we didn't go into agriculture on a serious level and scale even 10 years ago, because this is very true, Doctor. Depending on the crop that one picks, 3 years from now, somebody can be a millionaire.
Yes, it's true.
They can be a millionaire.
It's true, my brother. And it's better to start now. Or as we say, it's better to come late rather than not to come. Yeah, please start. Start. Don't waste too much time. If I was speaking with some people and they take like 1 year to think about the project.
To think about the project.
Can you imagine 1 year? What? Okay, I'm not gonna to wait you. No, I'm going in my way. If you are not following me, if you are not catching me, okay, stay in your place.
Oh God.
Remain in your bed. Okay, but 1 year, to waste 1 year to discuss, to have a meeting or to make a decision, it's too much. Time means money. It's very simple equation.
When we come from Kitwe, one of the coming days, Professor, because now the Lusaka people, they never thought about this. But when we come and you come to speak to this conference, you see how eager some Zambians are. They attended the conference on Thursday and Friday. Some who attended the conference on Thursday, even from outside Lusaka, they are implementing what they had.
So?
They said, I can't wait.
What does it mean? It means you succeeded to make a revolution.
Yeah.
You succeeded, my brother.
And one of the speakers, said the procrastination is a fertilizer to growing problems. Once you procrastinate, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow.
No.
You know, and people are coming here in the CAMNET studios. They had last week and they've started implementing.
I'm very impressed.
I'm
about
telling
this.
you.
I'm very impressed.
And
about
I
this.
know that 2-3 years from now, through Camnet TV, there will be millionaires in Zambia for the first time.
You will see. I can guarantee this for you.
Yeah.
I can guarantee this for you. I can see this in the future. I can look at. I can look at. We can start. Just start. All what you need is to start. Don't postpone what you have to do today for tomorrow.
I like that, Professor. And time is not with us, Professor. This is your station. The people of Zambia didn't know that my wife and I are connected to you.
No, you are my family. You are my family. Yeah,
when we came to your farm, you remember I came with my wife?
I remember, yes.
We saw you taking the mangoes and planting them. You said, Pastor Chilwa, come after 4 weeks.
Yes.
You will see this.
Exactly.
But last week when I came, they've started flowering.
Yeah, and exactly this is what I am. This is my personality. I plan. I work hard. I start implement my plan. I put in the ground. Then when I say 1 month, it means 1 month. It doesn't mean 1 month. You can come to see the drip irrigation system. You come to see the drip irrigation system. And you know, I have a lot of plans for this year. Actually, with of course, I'm not doing this alone. We have the teamwork. We have the partner. We have the correction service. They are supporting us. We have the PS of the foreigner of the Home Affairs.
Yes.
We have the Minister of Home Affairs. We have the Ambassador of Egypt. We have a lot of people. We are working hand in hand, and we are doing a good job. What we are planning, we implemented in the time, the plan time, the action plan. We have an action plan, so we have to do this in that time. We do this. If I will tell you about the plan for this year, the next year, this year, or the coming year, then by the end of this year, you come to see on reality, on the ground. That's it.
Camnet TV viewers, I beg you by the message of God, those of you that are in Mufrira, Chingola, Kitwe, Kasumbalesa, Solwezi, even Kapirimposh there, and Masaiti, Ndola, rush to Kitwe this Friday. And if you live in Ndola, I know you can make it at 8 o'clock, but I would say spend the night in Kitwe, because everything has been set up. Our team is leaving 2 days before, and we will secure the venue, and at Bishop Nwaka's place, just opposite to Sakile police station, the first roundabout if you are coming from Mondola, just there's a big church. Make sure that you get there, because the first speaker picks the microphone at 8 o'clock sharp, and after that he will go into questions and answers. Then the second speaker, then the third speaker, and before you know it, the 500 kwacha you think is money that you are losing, you come after the conference and say, Pastor, thank you for coming to Kitwe. My professor and I, we are just human. We don't sleep in the studio.
No.
We've got places where to go to, our home. And may God richly bless you. He's got a very powerful team. I met his professor friend. I want you to know that this country is heading the right direction.
Exactly.
We will change the face of it. Mark my words. When I say the economy of Zambia will bounce back, there is no political agenda there.
No.
No political agenda, no affiliation. It's just that I believe we were born for greatness.
Yes, exactly.
Professor Reda, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
I have to release you so that you go and rest. Before you go, what are your words? Look into that camera and say something to the people of Zambia regarding agriculture.
Well, I would like, first of all, to thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to be here among Cabinet TV channels and the family, and also our Zambian citizen. And really, as I mentioned before, you are already by nature, by the resources you have, you are a very rich country. All what you need is to utilize efficiently your resources. If you are doing this,
3 years maximum, you will see a huge change in Zambia in general. All people, as we mentioned, the government of Zambia, the public, the correction service, the government of Egypt, the embassy of Egypt, the joint project in Africa, everyone is coming together and supporting this revolution. And I'm sure by 3 years we can make something good for the nation. Yes. I love Zambia so much. So one of my target here is to strengthen the relationship between Zambia and Egypt. This is what our president told us before coming. Go help our brothers and sisters through the joint farm projects in all Africa. So we are doing our efforts, and we are here available for 24 hours. You can contact us through the cabinet or through the correction service or through the home affairs. We are here available to answer any questions, to guide you, and it is for free. We do not take anything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on behalf of my wife, on behalf of the church leadership.
Thank you, Pastor.
That sponsors this great studio, and on behalf of the technicians who come in the morning to make sure that
they are the soldiers behind.
they are behind the cameras.
Exactly.
You never see them.
Yes.
I'm so grateful to the Lord, thank you for coming, Dr. Reda, and to you, CamNet TV viewers. As we sign off, there is this advert about Kitwe. Once again, I keep pleading. Write the check if you have to. Call CamNet TV. You will never regret. You are coming to attend the conference of your lifetime. I know what I'm talking about. I've attended conferences in America, in Europe. This is a different conference. Encourage others, and I give you 3 years. With you implementing what you have, I want you to know that the greatness we talk about will come out. Until next time, keep watching CamNet TV. Remember, CamNet TV is not just another channel. Wait for this advert about Kitwe. God bless you.
Join us on the 9th of October 2020
for the National Matters Conference in Kitwe. Venue: Living Water Global Church in Wosakile, opposite Wosakile Police Station. Time: 08 hours to 17 hours. Theme: Unlocking Zambia's potential through raising a generation of generational thinkers. Charges: 510 kwacha, lunch inclusive. Please note that any payments done after Wednesday the 7th of October or on the actual day of the event will attract a penalty fee of 200 kwacha. Speakers will be Dr. Collins Kachaka.
If you have a 3 liters per second, then we say in science that you qualify to get involved in fish farming because you have adequate water.
Dr. Mushalika.
Don't overlisten to people who are happy to see you poor. They don't mean any good for us. There are no people who are developed by others. All people develop themselves.
Dr. Prosper Sievu, Engineer Bernard Chuala.
You are welcome so that we can create a critical mass of participants in the avocado industry. 1 hectare in 12 months will give you no less than 1 million kwacha. Hello?
Mr. Himbai.
You planted a deep-rooted plant into a shallow-rooted. So where is it getting the nutrients? Nowhere. So that plant, it will not give you the potency. You have failed at land preparation.
Mr. Salanda.
All of them lay eggs. You can use them for eggs and also for meat. They lay at least in a year a minimum of, with the lowest, a minimum of 100 chickens each.
All the dyes, all the paints, all the lubricants, they come from a plant called castor. 34% of our medicinal elements, they come from a castor root.
Not forgetting your host, Pastor Victoria and Moses Chidova.
It is unthinkable.
Take note, limited numbers due to COVID-19 restrictions. Make your payments through Airtel Mobile Money on 0979-753010 or on MTN Mobile Money on 0962-382535 or 0962 965883.
Really been impacting on so many levels.
This was really powerful, and I'm glad I didn't miss this one.
This conference has been wonderful in the sense that the knowledge that we've acquired within a day is so much overwhelming.
Should this conference come to Western Province, I urge them all to come en masse.
I didn't know that there's potential in me, and wealth was lying right where I was.
The way to go right now is agriculture.
The knowledge that we have gathered out of this meeting is immeasurable.
Harry, don't miss this life-changing conference.